All right, Zach, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the best value guarantee come alive for you as a consumer. The idea here is to eliminate Zachary's fear of paying too much. Because, Kurt, if we can eliminate that fear,
Yes.
That's going to increase the chances of creating a delivery. All right? If I tell Zachary that he cannot pay too much for a Motor Trend certified vehicle, and Zachary is a normal customer, what are the chances of him believing that?
None.
Somewhere between 0 and 0.
Yep.
Okay? A car salesman telling you that you can't pay too much for a car. I've had real live customers say it's the biggest lie they've ever heard from a car salesman.
I would think the same.
But I'm going to point out a couple things. Number one, I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let Zachary know it's in writing. Why am I going to let Zachary know it's in writing?
So that's backed up, so you have peace of mind.
Seems official.
It's got more validity. It's got more credibility if it's in writing. I'm going to explain how simple it works. Now, can the customer look for a similar vehicle with the same benefits anywhere in New Jersey?
No.
I don't know, it has to be a Motor Trend store, so one of the All-American stores. I mean,
No. They can look anywhere in New Jersey, anywhere in New York, anywhere in Pennsylvania, anywhere on the East Coast, anywhere in the Midwest, anywhere on the West Coast. They can look in Japan. They can look in Okinawa. If they find a similar vehicle with the same benefits,
Okay.
advertised for a lower price, we will cut them a check back for the difference. Now, what's a similar vehicle? A similar vehicle would be the same make, model, year, trim level. Miles have to be within about 10,000 either way. And the Carfaxes would have to read similarly as well, meaning it couldn't be a car that was in a flood, couldn't be a car with a salvage title, couldn't be a car that had $20,000 worth of damage done to it with double airbag deployment.
So it basically has to be like identical.
No, not identical. There's no such thing
just similar.
as an there's no such thing as an identical used car.
So does the interior, let's say they find the same model, the same year, does the interior also have to match, you said, or no?
If it's got the same equipment,
Oh, the equipment, okay.
yeah, color doesn't have to be the same.
Okay.
It has to have the same equipment, same trim level, same options, same accessories. Okay, because the difference between a base Explorer used
Yeah.
and a Platinum Explorer used could be like $5,000 or $6,000.
Right, so that's a trim level right
Yeah,
there.
so it's got to be similar vehicle. All right, again, the operative term, same benefits.
So sorry, I just realized I do believe I've seen your videos before. It just all clicked to me. I am so sorry to interrupt you.
Did you call me fat?
No,
People call me fat all the time. They tell me I'm ugly.
I think I
Did-
really have.
So you said I was ugly?
No, no. You're very handsome.
I don't know about that, but thanks for not calling me ugly.
Sorry.
It doesn't have to be Motor Trend certified. And by the way, any dealer can add this stuff. In fact, one of the salespeople at the used car center today showed me what another organization in New Jersey has done, and basically they have copied this program. And they're calling it their own certified. They're not using the term Motor Trend.
Right.
But their vehicle comes with tire and wheel coverage, with key replacement, with a 6.6 limited warranty. They've got a exchange policy. So any dealer can do this stuff for a customer. They just don't. Okay?
Okay.
Most dealers just don't. So I'm going to ask Zachary the question, and I want you to notice how I make this a conversation as opposed to a presentation. What's the difference, Zachary, between a conversation and a presentation?
Well, a conversation is more friendly, and a presentation is, I want to say formal, but
No.
no.
A presentation is communication one way. Okay? I'm talking at you. A conversation it's two-way communication. You ever been married?
Yes.
Okay. Could you be talking to your husband with him staring you right in the eyes and him not hear a word you say?
Of course.
Men are particularly good at this, okay? So are customers. Customers are really good at, when we're talking at them, when we're making a presentation, they can be looking right at us, their mind can be a million miles away. So I want to make this a conversation, because that way I'm getting feedback. I got a way better understanding whether he's A, listening, B, retaining, or understanding what I'm trying to get across. Okay, plus it's polite to have a conversation, not a presentation. So I'd say, Zachary, are you familiar with our best value guarantee?
No, I'm not.
Zachary, it's sort of special, and very few stores do this, and I'm talking very few stores anywhere in the country. Look, we've known for a long time that consumers have certain fears when they're looking to buy a used car. And you may have some of those same fears. In fact, I'll just ask you, are you afraid of paying a car dealership too much for a car or a truck?
Absolutely.
Okay. Look, it's the number one fear consumers have when they buy a car or a truck. Now, what I'm going to say next, Zachary, is going to sound just a little bit crazy, but it is literally impossible for you to pay too much for one of our Motor Trend certified vehicles.
I don't believe you.
Zachary, if you believed me, I'd be concerned about you. Okay? The fact that you don't believe me tells me that you're a normal human being. And you shouldn't believe me, but it's really simple. Look, we've known for a long time, most people don't know when they've got the best deal. You probably saw some of our prices on the internet, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and they had to be good enough to get you here, right?
Yeah.
But you're probably wondering, how much better could we do? How much better could somebody else do on a similar vehicle, right?
Yes.
That's your job as a consumer, and we don't have any problem with that at all. But what we want to do is we want to make this an easy purchase process for you. So we're going to give you literally, in writing, Zachary, a best value guarantee. That means you can't pay too much for the vehicle. And here's how it works. It's very, very simple. Once you take delivery today, we're going to give you 5 days. If you choose to, Zachary, you can spend all 120 hours in those 5 days searching websites for a similar vehicle to the one you buy from us today. You can look at other Ford store websites. You can look at independent used car websites. You can look at Craigslist. You can look at New Jersey and New England, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, doesn't matter. If you find a similar vehicle to the one you purchased from us today, and it comes with the same benefits we offer, and is advertised for a lower price, Zachary, all you have to do is show us the website. And if in fact it is that vehicle, we will cheerfully cut you a check back for the difference on the spot. Now, has any dealer ever made that commitment to you before and put it in writing?
Never.
Tie down.
That's how you communicate it. Okay? It's storytelling. Okay? Look, the best salespeople in any industry are the best storytellers. It's the oldest form of communication. The best computer salespeople are the best storytellers. Stephen King tells horror stories, makes millions of dollars a year. Tom Clancy tells war stories, makes millions of dollars a year. Tom, the salesman I referenced earlier, he makes $500,000 a year because he's a great storyteller. Great storyteller when he's helping someone buy a car, great storyteller when he's keeping in touch with them throughout the year or years between their purchases. Become a good storyteller and you will make a lot of money. Okay?
So, real quick.
Yes.
One tactic I saw you use is ask questions to keep them involved.
That's the best way because it sort of forces them to answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice his last answer?
The best salespeople in the world are asked the best questions.
And he used at the very end, the tie down, to put you right there. Yet you answered how he wanted you to, therefore the objection handle, and then
Well,
go into it
right.
too.
Look,
Right.
no dealer is going to make this commitment to a customer.
No.
I'm trying to think. You know, AutoNation in Atlanta, they've got a return policy now for used cars. The customer can actually bring the vehicle, a return policy.
Yeah.
We have an exchange policy, and make sure you recognize the difference. An exchange policy means if I want to bring my Motor Trend certified vehicle back and exchange it for another one, I can. I can't bring it back and get a refund. Okay? What you guys are doing, every dealer in the country is going to do in the not too distant future. In order to remain competitive, people are going to have to give price guarantees, are going to have to promise exchange policies. They're going to have to start giving people more, because an automobile or a truck it's really nothing more than a commodity anymore. But there are significant differences. If there is a 2016 Honda Pilot with 70,000 miles on it, EXL model, at 4 different stores, they can be 4 completely different vehicles, but the customer sees them all as the same. Do you know how much your store spends on average in reconditioning?
It's a decent amount.
I'm going to guess it's probably somewhere between $900 and $1,300 or $1,400.
Is reconditioning like fixing the car?
It means I trade it in, okay, and then they put it through their service department. They get all the services up to date. If the tires need replacing, they replace the tires. They do cosmetic touch-up. They detail the vehicle, and they do all this before they ever make it available for sale. Okay?